Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories, part 13. This is the one that I was talking about last night when I made the TikTok. I opened this email up, I read it, and then I got so scared I couldn't make the TikTok because I couldn't read it again and I had to wait till it was daylight. So now that it's morning, I can share it. So let's go. In the early 2000s, a friend and I went to look at a rental house in our hometown. I drove us there, and the first thing I noticed was how big the driveway was and that there was a laundromat to the right with a huge parking lot. I was in my early 20s, so my first thought was, so much room for parking when we have parties. The next thing I noticed is the house on the left has a big tree in the front yard and a hole in the window about the size of a baseball. The man showing us the house arrives. He's probably in his 40s, a bit overweight, but nothing unusual. We meet him on the back deck and enter through the kitchen. I noticed random things. The house hasn't been updated since it was built in the 40s to 50s, common for that area. There's built-in bookcases and a boarded-up window in the living room. Man says it's because they built a shed attached to the house. This doesn't fit the layout from the outside, but we shrug it off. We continue down the hallway, and the man says, you girls are gonna fight over the main bedroom. It has a huge walk-in closet, and I know how girls are with clothes. We laugh as we walk into the room. He points out the closet, which is just a dark door frame opening. The light is off in the bedroom, and there's old curtains over the windows, so hazy sunlight is filtering in, but it's overall dark, and the closet is pitch black. He tells us we should check out the closet as it goes all the way back a few feet. At this point, the red flags are too much to miss. My friend is standing behind me at an angle that I can't see her face, but I can feel the tension radiating off of her and her voice in my head screaming that we need to leave. But every fiber in my being is telling me to play it cool to survive. I smile and say something like, I don't have a lot of clothes. He tries again. My friend makes an excuse this time. He tries a third time, and I change the subject to something else about the house. We keep trying to change the subject to get out of the room, and he keeps stalling to bring it back up. That's the last memory we both have in the house. Then it was like I was watching myself from outside my body. I was in the driver's seat. We were at a red light a few miles away. My friend's mouth was moving, but I couldn't hear her. You know that pop noise when you come up from underwater? I heard that, and then I could hear my friend. What the fuck? We were in the middle of an entirely unrelated conversation. I look at the time on my dash, and it's significantly later. I say this, and that I don't remember leaving the house. She doesn't either. It's super weird, but we chalk it up to being in survival mode because we knew something bad would happen if we went in that closet. Creepy, but it doesn't end there. A few weeks later, we're going to meet friends at a bar. We're driving down the road the house was on and both notice it's not there. Like the entire house was gone with no possibility of it ever having existed. There's maybe 6 to 8 feet between the house that was at the left of it and the laundromat parking lot. It's not possible that both a house and a wide driveway fit in that space. Couldn't have been demolished as the grass was already needing to be cut. I have no idea where we went that day, what was in the closet, or how we got out alive.